Well, this week we are doing our series on historical markers in Illinois, and we are starting in Pulaski County. If you look at your maps, it's way down in the very southern part of the state of Illinois. So this first sign here is leaning a little bit, but it was erected in 1935, and it says this is the Cantonment Williamsonville on the Ohio River, 3 miles south of here. Cantonment Williamsonville, named for General James Wilkinson, was established by Lieutenant Colonel David Strong in 1797 as a post of the United States Army. It was garrisoned until 1804. Here are buried Colonel Strong and scores of soldiers who died on duty. Right now we are in Mound City, Illinois, in Pulaski County. And there was a military hospital here. It said United States Military Hospital. The southern portion of the brick building at the Ohio Levee, 150 yards east of here, was part of a large warehouse which was converted into a military hospital in 1861 and staffed during the Civil War by the Sisters of the Holy Cross. Following the Battle of Shiloh, 2,200 Union and Confederate wounded were patients here. Erected by the Illinois State Historical Society in 1961. All right, we're still in Mound City. Here in their downtown area, and there are several memorials right here and markers in this little park area. This one is the old fire bell. It says this pedestal commemorates the Mound City Centennial Celebration of 1954. Sealed inside are historical documents and a story of the bell that rests upon it. The bell, a war trophy, was used as leadoff bell for the Mississippi Squadron stationed here at the Marine Ways during the Civil War. It's dedicated by the Mound City Women's Club this 26th day of June 1954 to the citizens of Mound City 100 years hence, who are requested to open it on the city's 200th anniversary. All right, we're still in Mound City. There's a lot of old homes and churches here. But we're here for these signs. This one says, the Marine Ways. During the Civil War, the naval depot of the Western River Fleet was located at Mound City. Here, the keels of 3 of the famous Eads ironclad gunboats were laid, and a large force of workmen were employed to keep the fleet in fighting trim. The Marine Ways, still in operation, are 400 yards south of here, erected by the state of Illinois in 1935. We are here at the Mound City National Cemetery. As you notice, the white stones and the rows. A lot of people don't realize that we have a national cemetery way down here in southern Illinois. Here is the sign detailing the National Cemetery System. This is a cemetery that has Civil War veterans buried here, and that was why the national cemeteries were established, to provide a place of honor for those that gave their lives fighting for our country. And here's the sign detailing the information about this cemetery specifically, the Mound City National Cemetery. It says Mound City's location at a river crossroads was strategic to the Union war effort. It was near the junction of the Ohio and Mississippi rivers and the confluence of the Ohio, Tennessee, and Cumberland rivers. The Illinois city was home to the headquarters of the Union Navy's Mississippi Squadron, some 80 vessels of the Brown Water or Inland Navy, 3 ironclad gunboats, the USS Cairo. I don't know if they pronounced it Cairo or Cairo. Down here we pronounce it Cairo. Of course, Egypt, it's Cairo, but our city is called Cairo. USS Cairo, Cincinnati, and Mound City were built there. A U.S. General Hospital was erected in Mound City after the April 7, 1862 Battle of Shiloh in Tennessee, and I've talked about those items at other markers. The Army also converted a hotel, a warehouse, and foundry into hospitals, collectively containing 1,500 beds. Union medical personnel used the captured Confederate steamboat Red Rover to ferry wounded soldiers from areas of engagement along the Mississippi River to Mound City. And this cemetery here was established in 1864. And there's a levee that protects the 10-acre tract from high water. The monument in the middle is the Illinois State Monument, and it rises from the center of the original cemetery. It was erected in 1874 to 75, and it's topped with the female figure Liberty. And it honors all soldiers and sailors, known and unknown, who died during the Civil War and were buried here. More than 2,000 names representing 20 states and the U.S. Army and Navy are engraved on the base. Here's the Navy Seabees Memorial. United States Navy Civil Engineer Corps. Seabees, can do, we build, we fight. Says, with willing hearts and skillful hands, the difficult we do at once, the impossible takes a bit longer. And here, as we walk through this cemetery, here's a marker for this really big old tree here. You see how big it is. It's been here a long time. And this says, this tree, dedicated by the Veterans Administration in 1976 to America's Medal of Honor recipients who helped make this bicentennial observance possible by gallantry above and beyond the call of duty. And here is a memorial to the Confederate soldiers that are buried here. It says, in memory of the Confederate soldiers who are buried at Mound City National Cemetery, may they never be forgotten. Erected by United Daughters of the Confederacy, 7 Confederate Knights, Chapter 2625, Illinois Division, Sons of Confederate Veterans, Illinois Society, Military Order of the Stars and Bars, Order of the Southern Cross. Okay, that was the historical markers in Pulaski County, Illinois. And join us as we continue this series and go to other counties and see just what these historical markers say and how they might apply to the knowledge and increase the knowledge that we have of this area. Thanks for joining me.